Welcome to the Nerd Party.
I'm Darren Moser.
I'm Philip Gilfus.
I'm Daniel Prue.
And this is City Alpha 3.
Hello and welcome to City Alpha 3, a Star Trek podcast here on the Nerd Party. I'm Philip Gilfus, joined by Darren Moser and Daniel Prue. It's our last show of 2023 and probably your first show of 2024. And, you know, in keeping with the theme of old year, new year, saying hello, saying goodbye, I'm sure there's a song there somewhere. We're going to be talking about finales. So before we get to it, Darren, do you have any Trek?
Not the finale of the show. We're just putting that out there. We're not ending the show. You can't just say that, Philip, without explaining.
Darren, do you have any Trek 24 resolutions about Star Trek?
Except just to watch more. I probably will do a rewatch of Lower Decks. It's been a while since I've watched like seasons 1 and 2. And I just watched 2 TNG episodes, Starship Mine, aka Die Hard in Space, and Timescape, which are great episodes, great season 6, 7-ish. 6 actually, I think. But I really enjoyed putting that back on, you know, maybe a full TNG rewatch, who knows? But it's been busy. So I'm kind of just resolving to watch more Star Trek, which shouldn't be hard since I love
it. What about you, Daniel? What 24 Trek goals do you have?
Yeah, you know, like I've been in this Deep Space Nine rewatch for a long time now. So once I get out of that, and I'll be able to watch Star Trek on my own pace. I was thinking about doing a TNG one too, since it's been a hot minute since I've watched it straight through.
Will you start at the beginning?
Yeah. The thing is, I am also curious how the events of Picard are going to color the rewatch. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to just sort of ignore it in my brain, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see. So.
I don't think it should dramatically impact it because it takes place so much later.
Data dies.
Well, yeah, but we learn things there that would have had impacted, like, you know, things about Picard's family. And
yeah, I know that'll be my favorite spot when you're watching. God, what was it? Time Squared? Is Time Squared?
Time.
Well, I just watched Timescape.
Oh yeah,
it's Time Squared.
It is
where he sees his mom, and you'll be like, that
didn't happen.
Oh goodness. Yeah,
Mama. It's like, why are you? How did you get out of your room, Mama? How did you get out of your room? It's like, oh, geez.
Oh boy. He's just having a traumatic experience.
He goes home during family, and we're just like, oh yeah, is that where the rock is? The secret key?
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know, because unfortunately, my time is going to be quite busy, so I don't know what I'll have free time to do. I have been, which is not Star Trek. I know. I have been watching Doctor Who from the beginning, as in 1963.
You posed a Star Trek question at the beginning of this, Philip, but okay.
So, but I've been sort of casual, so I don't know. I mean, what I want to do in my copious amounts of free time is because I do have Prodigy season 1, obviously, on Blu-ray, so I do want to sit down and actually watch it. I mean, I know it's on Netflix, but that's how I got it, so I should watch it and all the extras. And then once that's done, my resolution is that once I sit down and watch it, is then to get the animated series and watch that. These are all very short and doable.
Well, do you have Netflix, Philip?
No, I don't.
Okay. But if you did, I would recommend watching Prodigy on Netflix just to bump the numbers. Yeah, because them getting watched would be good. But if you don't have it, then I wouldn't get it just to watch Prodigy that you already own on disc. So
yeah. But when season 2 drops, if when season 2 drops, I'll obviously tune into Netflix because I want to watch it. Cool. All right. Well, as I say, beginnings and endings. And so one of the things that 2024 will see, I don't know. I always feel like I have to be question marks because we don't know whatever happens.
We never 100% know.
Yeah. But theoretically, we will see the debut in April of season 5. Oh, God. I've already forgotten. Of Discovery, Star Trek Discovery. And it will be its final outing. And it will have a finale. I don't even know how long it is. I mean, I'm assuming 10 to 11 episodes. I don't know. But it'll be interesting because one thing I'm very curious about is that it seems from what little coverage I've read, because I don't go deep into it, is that, okay, we're doing another season of Discovery, and then they're do whatever they want to do. And then it's like, I don't know, I'm making this up, halfway through or 3/4 the way through, they're like, oh yeah, this is it, this is the end. And they're like, okay, well, let's rewrite that finale, I guess, that last episode. Right. It doesn't sound like it's like a DS9 situation. It's gonna. I feel like I'm dreading
if the last 10 episodes are leading up to the end, that's the whole season. So
yeah.
Well, interesting looking at, I just pulled up the list on All Good Things, the finale of TNG, and that would have been May of 94. So that means next year is 30 years after All Good Things ended. Yeah. I know you wanted to think about that, but.
And then another Trek series will have ended. Because we ended, of course, Picard in 2023. It was only
and 2021 and 2020. But yes.
Well, and this year will also be the fourth and final JJ Star Trek film. So, because that's definitely coming this year.
Yeah, that reminds me of a lot of fans have been posting on social media right around now, because now is when the Patty Jenkins Rogue Squad movie was supposed to come out initially. And they're like, oh man, I just got back from the theater and it was like everything I hoped it would be. Like, they're just roasting it. And it's just so funny because obviously that movie did not get made. But it's just, it's like, sometimes things don't happen.
So I thought we would kind of talk about what makes, I would say, positive and negative, but what makes a good Star Trek finale. And then Darren had brought up, some series. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, there have not been a lot of Star Trek series, but some series have sort of embedded the finale into the actual whole season. And others have just done the last episode. And so
we're looking at you, TOS. We're just like, and we're done.
And TNG. Yeah. And so maybe what we can, I mean, kind of, it's, and then look, we beat up on Discovery, but it is going to be hard because it's not a long series. I mean, it's 10 episodes. Again, you can check.
Well, and what is Discovery's goal? That's the thing. They've had lots of
Set
goals.
Up Academy.
Yeah, I guess, but but kind of like you said, Philip, I kind of prefer the Star Trek 6 ending. And then they flew off into space to continue their adventures, and we close the book. Kind of like you said, the end of TNG. It's not versus Voyager, where Voyager is sorry.
That was open. That was even more open-ended than they're home.
I would say
what more is there to say?
Yeah, there's 3 ways.
Really?
There's kind of 3 ways to end. There's everybody's continuing on the adventures, next gen. Everyone's going their own separate ways, and this chapter is over, DS9, or the main overarching drama of the series has been resolved, Voyager. Those are kind of the 3 ways that I've seen. What do you think, Daniel?
Well, no, I think you're right, and if we apply that to Discovery, what I'm concerned about is that they're going to look at it and think that the main arc of the story is that they're displaced in time, and they're going to put them back.
But
where they
I don't
came
feel like
from.
they tried to. I don't think they care about getting back anymore. I feel like
I know, but I don't know what else they're going to do. What else? How else are you going to wrap the bow? I just because they're all miserable in the future. I think, right? Like, don't they want to go back? I think I don't know, maybe not, but that's kind of what I feel like they're going to do.
Because how would you characterize? Because Darren, you gave this sort of 3 different archetypes. Then how would you characterize Picard's ending?
Picard is more like the DS9 one, where like they came back for one last mission, but they are still all in their separate ways. Like the next day, Worf's going to go off and do his thing. Geordi's going to go back to the station. Like we were just learning about the only difference is we learned and they came from those different ways first versus DS9, like is the day of leaving. So I'd say it's more like that kind of it. Not that these are the be all end all types of ending, but it does kind of fall into those 3 camps.
And then Picard also leaned into the set up the next story. Now, whether that's what actually happens, but that's what it did.
True, and I would say that's 7 and what's his name, Jack.
But it did it sloppily. Like it was just like
I wouldn't say set up. I would say that's the TNG, and then they're continuing their adventures. Like we even if we never get a series of that. In our minds, we know that the Enterprise G is off doing its thing. So that's kind of a TNG wrap-up model.
And then there's the other archetype of the finale that we don't talk about. That there's also that kind of a finale with Enterprise.
Oh. You mean Terra Nova?
That was totally blanked it.
I know, we're
not even going to acknowledge the elephant in the room.
Right. Well, and that one's interesting too because it like told. Yeah, that was just a mess. But because you're wrapping it up, but you're not wrapping it up. You're like, let's jump to the end. It's like, but we're in the middle of the story. It's like, what?
I kind of feel like that the Enterprise finale does have some similarities with Picard's, whereas they're both like, I don't know, like jumbly. I can't think of like it's trying to service 2 separate stories for some reason, and I don't know why. Like, why couldn't it just be the one thing, right? Like, why couldn't Enterprise have its own thing, and why are we set like? I just don't care about Captain 7 and baby Jean-Luc like on a ship. I have no interest in it, and the fact that you named the ship the Enterprise, I'm still so mad about that. But like, I just don't care about it, and I'm like, why? And like none of the other stuff that really leads into it is necessary. So I can see some similarities between those two.
I know we're not there yet, but I kind of feel like when we eventually get to a Strange New Worlds finale, I think that's going to nail it for as far as this modern era, because it's just going to be, Kirk. Or Pike walks around the bridge one more time and basically like Star Trek 6. It's going to be the Star Trek 6 ending where he's like, the ship is about to be under the tender of a new crew, and then we.
Mostly the same.
Yeah.
Mostly the same.
Mostly, okay. I am retiring.
Man, it wouldn't be the Enterprise without her at the comm. It's just you.
Yeah.
You're still here.
But so I mean, I'm not. You could write that finale in your sleep. Like that's the easiest one. It's just gonna slide right into TOS, and then we're gonna go through this warp anomaly that's gonna make us all look really different.
Well, with all the buzz, and we're slightly wandering, but not really. With all the buzz about Star Trek Legacy, that's going to be real hard buzz when they do Strange New Worlds, because then they're just going to be like, "Want to do TOS remake?" I mean, that's going to be,
Well, but even Strange New Worlds isn't. Sorry, you said TOS remake. Like, you mean just like keep it going?
Yeah, in other words, like they're going to have that finale, and no one's going to be like, keep going?
That would be, I don't like that idea. That would be very weird.
No, I feel like Strange New Worlds is the TOS remake. And because it is not specifically Kirk, Spock, Bones, like I don't need exactly that formula to make it work.
This is a little grisly. All right, warning, this is a little grisly. By the time Strange New Worlds ends, certain people may be dead. And I'm just without, and so I'm wondering if that might then be a springboard of like, well, we can do that now, because it's not like,
oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh,
not wishing anyone harm, but
I know. Yeah, I had to think about it for a second. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, but I'm saying that there could be
Star
that
Trek
thing
has
of like,
already kind of started to recast things, which I think has worked.
The movies, of course.
But
not even just the movies, but Stranger Worlds. Yeah. So
yeah.
The problem is, like, this is supposed to be the same timeline. This is supposed to be. So what would we get?
Timeline, Daniel. No time.
These are supposed to be the same people. Would we just get shot for shot, line for line remakes of original TOS episodes?
See,
or
that's
would
the
they
thing.
be?
That's why I don't want that. I just want Stranger Worlds is the perfect balance of a TOS show that isn't trying to exactly tell me the TOS episodes, because I don't want that.
I saw that season 1 finale. It looked pretty similar.
Well, that was doing that on purpose, but
we wouldn't want a whole show like that. Also, listen, we've already learned that Uhura and Kirk fell in love. That's already too much for me. Like, there's already too much going on that we learn about.
No, that wasn't Uhura. That was
Soon. Oh, no, sorry.
Khan.
Right. Khan.
I know you blanked out her name, but it is not Uhura. You can't just put her name in there.
No, that really should have made Star Trek 2 a lot more interesting.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, I remember, 10 years ago?
By the way, your great-great-granddaughter.
Well, anyway. And back on, finales, though, like, I think of the Voyager one, and again, maybe a more straightforward would have been interesting instead of the kind of time jump and future Janeway and all that, like just them, going through the anomaly and all that. But my question to you guys is, if you were changing the Voyager ending, would you have them like get home and then credits, or do you want like a 20-minute coda of like, hey, we're all this fine ship, this fine crew, going off into the sunset, like to wrap up the plot lines. What do you think, Philip?
Yes. I think for me, in-game doesn't, or never, because I've watched it live, so this is decades ago. But anyway, in-game, not that I think in-game is horrible, but I think having lived through All Good Things, when you then watch Endgame, you're like, I've seen this. I've seen the time travel fix, and
right.
I mean, I'm not saying it's the same story, because it's not, but it's very similar vein as compared to like a DS9, which, they ended it their own way. And then it seemed like for Voyager, it was like, what did TNG do? Let's kind of do that. And I was like, you could just do it yourself. You don't have to do this.
But Voyager was different in the fact that they had this overarching 7-season goal that TNG did not have.
But it's, and again, I don't want to over dramatize it, but it kind of punches you in the gut, because the episode starts with the coda, and it's like, oh yeah, they went home,
but it's like the alternate.
It's
fake. It doesn't work.
It's not real because of why they change everything. And so, yes, to answer your question, like it should have been whatever, some, because it's been 2 hours, some hour-and-a-half adventure, and then you could then cut to like maybe you get that, the Voyager Earth shot, and it's like goes black for a second, and then you get the 20 years later reunion, or whatever it was, 15 years for the last like 10 minutes. So like you don't have to give the whole story, but it's at least like, hey, what you do? And we at least get that, like they went to Earth, they lived lives, and not just like just something, something.
Yeah, it's a hard ship to land, no pun intended.
No, it's very easy. Yeah, the three things.
But how do you it's amazing if you think about it, like how DS9 pulled off like pretty satisfactory endings for all of its characters, in pretty much.
Cisco, not.
Yeah,
okay, well,
big exception. The thing
you have to sacrifice one for the greater good. So yeah.
We talked about the Voyager ending before, and it's just like how it snuck up on them, and it shouldn't have. Like you say, Darren, like there was
Yeah.
a goal, and they're like, "Oh my god,
Where are we on the map? We got about this many light years."
Episode 23 already.
Vortex, just vortex, and they're home. Yeah,
and it's obviously without trying to give it the Deep Space Nine treatment, I think if they did want them to get
better
home,
writing. I'm sorry.
Yes, I would agree. But get them. I would say get them home 2 episodes earlier.
Oh,
You know
or
what I
even
mean?
one episode earlier.
Yeah, exactly. So you can have an actual story about getting back,
and call the last episode Coda. Just call it Coda. Oh, wait, I think we already did that. But,
and then we get proper send off of all the characters and all that sort of stuff. Or either that, or don't get them home. If you want to get them home, give it time to breathe.
Going the quantum leap ending. Very controversial.
Jeez.
I think it'd be more interesting, like in a lot of ways, if they just had to settle somewhere. Like they just decided that this journey was taking too much from them.
Battlestar Galactica season 2 finale. Wow,
that's right. Well, remember in the first season, there's that one episode where they find a planet and like there's talk of like settling down. I can't
the
remember.
37s.
Yeah. And like then they decided, no, we're going to go for it. But like, what if the 7 years are just and that's just if you want to tell that story. Just either get them home earlier or don't get them home at all.
The Endgame finale had lots of elements of I forget the name of it, but the one with the frozen Voyager and Harry Kim in the future.
Timeless, I think. Timeless.
There's a lot of timeless. So I feel like when we got to Endgame, I'm like, we already kind of had this story. And it was better done in Timeless. And then they kind of pulled it back out for Endgame. And the Borg are involved, and it's just like, all mixed together. But yeah,
I think,
I don't know if I'd go so far as not having them at home. I don't know if I can do that, but
that's fine. I mean, that's fine. That's totally fine, man.
And I think with Discovery, and again, I know it's not our favorite, but I think like with the Voyager finale, and it's hard, you got to transport yourself several decades in the past, just like that. But anyway, it's like, okay, Voyager finale, we're going to have this big adventure. It's almost going to be like a movie. And we all know when you think Voyager, the enemy is Borg. No, I guess if you just watch the last season, but no, that's like when you think Voyager, I don't know. Could have been like a collection of, and so like, I think with Discovery, and again, because it's not really the finale, so it's going to be like the last. But anyway, so I'll be interested in like, what's the main enemy of Discovery? And
and that's hard to say with Discovery because I feel like each season has been so contained. Like they've had their major galaxy ending finale every season. So I don't know what to wrap up. Michael's already a captain, so she's not going to get the center chair again.
I don't know. I really don't know where they go with Discovery, or like I said, it feels like maybe back in time in some way, or like somebody
into the even farther future.
Well, no, like to me,
1,000 years further.
Half of me, it's going to go one of two ways, guys. It either is going to do that. You were joking, but this is like the anthology show, 41st century. Here we are, 43rd century. And they'll just do that. And then that'll be like going off to the sunset. What strange new world is this? Or this would be even not worse, but to me would be just funny if they like go back to prevent like the burn or something. And it's like, well, that was meaningless the past 2 seasons.
Oh, undo the burn. Oh, man.
But what's the journey? Because you can argue there's a Michael journey, I guess. But like as far as anyone else, it's really hard to be like, and Saru will finally make out with the Vulcan president and have kids. That's not really a journey. It's just like a happy ending. But like, there's no like journey for the character. Like, what was the goal? He overcame fear already, so I don't know. He became a captain.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I was like one last thing on the Voyager finale. Unless I forget. Maybe I forgot. But yeah, it's just, I don't know with Discovery. I don't know what, probably part of it is because I didn't watch season 4, so I don't really know where they are right now.
Yeah, maybe the cat will save the day.
That's true.
Or Maybe they would also try to go and somehow bring Georgiou back into it somehow. I don't know. What would you like? Because that would be a callback, right? But she's also dead, so that's a problem.
And eaten.
Maybe Prime Lorca somehow gets involved.
Guys, I would watch. I mean, I'm going to watch anyway because I have to, because I have that problem. But like Prime Lorca, I will tune in hard to that episode. Like, it doesn't have to be that great. You just have to say, tease him, show maybe because they haven't really shown, to my knowledge, a season trailer yet. They showed
just like a clip. There was like a clip.
So it hasn't been like a proper trailer. And if it just ended like and then end just like Captain Lorca, you're like, losing my jaw. That's all you got to do. Like, he has to be in there for like.
I mean, you jest, but like, I would tune in for a Captain Lorca appearance. Like,
I'm not kidding at all. I'm 100%.
They're saving him for the Section 31 movie spectacular, maybe.
Well, too bad because it's not happening. So
yeah, because again, putting aside all your feelings, what would you want in the last episode of Discovery?
I genuinely don't know. What if you can't, I don't know, man. Like, I guess the best case scenario is like, because they're all already on the ship doing their adventures, right? Like that's
right.
And like,
hold on, I'm trying to remember. Tilly's at the academy.
Oh yeah,
they put the Federation back together, so that's that.
A lot of masking tape.
I guess retire the Discovery. I mean, it's already an ancient piece of technology.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you narratively. I don't know, because there's Michael and there's Saru,
I don't know.
There's the B tier
and friends.
And friends.
Maybe they have another rave on the ship. I honestly don't know what to do.
Whatever it is, it's got to make sure it ties together with that one little, short trek. If it doesn't, we riot.
I bet if they don't go back in time, they're at least going to have a scene between Michael and Spock, like a time hole communication scene.
Or like, we found a hollow recording of him, and it's going to just happen to match with what you're saying, kind of like, Weeping Angel thing. Like, it just works.
Now, is this Ethan Peck Spock?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Fine, digging up some Nimoy footage or something.
No, that would be weird.
They've done it already.
I know.
I mean, hey, if they want to go for broke, maybe we just like smash the universes apart, and we have JJ verse crossover craziness going on. Like they're not going to get a movie, so they get the finale of
just shows up for an episode.
Hey, just why not go for broke? Just do whatever.
8 Spocks. It's like it's like the multiverse stuff where we get 8 different Spocks on screen at once, and they're all mind melding with each other.
Well, let's classify it, because I was thinking
Inside
of
Spockiverse.
Oh gosh. There's 50-foot Spock. There's human Spock. There's
animated Spock.
There's dead 50-foot Spock.
Giant Spock.
Yeah. So okay, well, looking at the 3 classifications that
that doesn't even make sense
of the Darren scale. Do we want continuing the adventures? We're all going our separate ways, or we made it. We finished the arc of this season. Which do we think is going to happen? Or a combo? Well, it could always be a combo, but
they always finish the arc of the season. I mean,
that's true.
Say what you want about Discovery
in the last 5 minutes. Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of CG.
Yeah, we know that's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, a happy ending. I mean, I think the hard part is they're all fairly young. I mean, it's not like they're like 70-year-olds and like they would need a fine place. Like, they could still be doing their job for another 20 years. But so I guess maybe, I don't know.
I think sailing off into the sunset, continuing their missions is probably the best way to go. Like, there's
a new ship. It's
called the Discovery B.
Yes.
Something.
Wait, is it Discovery A now? I don't remember.
Yes.
Oh, is that when they got the floating missiles?
It's been disguised, so no one will.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
I can't even say it with a straight face, guys.
I mean,
guys, they'll never recognize we're a 23rd century ship. How? We're going to put A on our serial registry.
They did inject a bunch of whatever reprogrammable matter into it.
Yeah.
So.
I like that idea,
face.
Philip. I do think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm on board with the Discovery B.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't need, like, I don't know. Would they still do spore drive?
Barricade, ram into Starfleet headquarters.
You like lean over. Does this one spin or?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know, because it doesn't have the mycelium drive anymore, does it? Honest, I don't remember. I haven't watched Discovery in forever.
No, I think they just still hop
does.
around.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's why it's still existing. That's why they even bothered to save the ship.
I mean, then just make it like go back to Discovery. The name Discovery, like have it jumping around to explore new worlds as the Discovery B or something.
You know what's going to happen? I mean, I'm just thinking about it. We've been talking, TNG Voyager. They're obviously going to go the DS9 route. Michael pilots the Discovery by herself into the thing, whatever the thing is, and explodes the Discovery to save the day, and that's the ending.
Wait, so they're just going to kill Michael at the end? I don't see them doing that, but
yeah, I don't see it
because it was all
they're going to fire cave Michael.
Yes, and she'll return.
We haven't talked much about the Deep Space Nine ending.
Yeah,
because of how big it is and massive it is. But they pulled off something pretty special there because no other Star Trek was built sort of like Deep Space Nine was. So I'm right in the midst of it at this point, but it is pretty special. It is pretty it's intense. Like it's a lot, but it's a really cool way that they sort of built out that story.
But I like how even we've all said like the last 10 episodes, but even those like have some levity episodes too. It's not like war for like 10 episodes. It's just the plot is all wrapping up.
Yeah, because I think Voyager, and not that they should have done the same thing, but they did a very soft version of it, which is fine. Because, I mean, like you had Neelix leaving, like, well, that wasn't the finale, and there was sort of like Parrish and B'Elanna get pregnant, and, and so there was sort of like soft, like, we realize it's the last season, even though
they're moving on with their lives.
In the last episode,
change is allowed. Neelix is allowed to leave. They're getting married, having their baby. Yeah. Oh, like that's what I was going to say about Voyager.
And Chakotay,
My joke was that they were going to arrive, and then they're like, "We're home," and then Tuvok's like, "And now onto Vulcan," and like, "Oh yeah, that's right. We have more than humans on this ship." It's like how speciesist of us to say that only Earth is where we're going.
Yeah, Vork and Tuvok are like.
I thought you were going to say, "Oh, we're home, and now we go back to the Delta Quadrant," because that's
what they do in the books.
Happens.
That's what they do in the books.
That's what happens in Prodigy too. For some reason, they just have to go back, and it's like
Naomi Waldman's like, "I'd like to see what my dad looks like if that's cool before we."
Yeah.
But you got to think Tuvok's family came to Earth when they heard, It's Vulcan's not far, right? It takes
it's
like a few hours.
Yeah, it's really close. Yeah,
his family probably just showed up.
More of we need more Reginald Barkley in the finale because
he's barely in it.
I don't.
He was in it a lot.
He was.
He's part of the family. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Old Barkley was there at the beginning.
He helped them get home.
Is he in the fake future?
Yep.
He is also in the fake future, yeah.
Wow. I guess I haven't watched that in quite some time. So.
I mean, I don't blame you, but yeah, it's been.
I think he made Lieutenant Commander after several decades, if I remember.
Okay,
correctly.
good for.
That's the last shot of Voyager is Harry Kim getting promoted up from ensign to lieutenant junior grade. He gets the black pip next to his solid one. It's like it's a long time coming, or maybe she just blows all past it, and she's like. It's been a long time coming. Lieutenant Commander just takes him right to the top.
I was going to say he was a junior grade a lot longer than all of our main characters in Lower Decks have been. So,
no, he wasn't even junior grade. He was ensign.
Sorry. That's what I mean. That's what I. Yeah. That's what I mean. Saying.
But you're right. He when Mariner's lapping you, buddy.
literally like 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, oh no, I don't want this, and Harry Kim's like, but why? In the background.
To be fair, Mariner is twice as old as Harry Kim was, so, as we've now found out.
Even that one, the one guy that Rutherford doesn't like got promoted. So
yeah. Yeah, I could see like Janeway's promoting him in that last finale, and then like right when she's like, and your alert sounds off, like, oh, we're gonna have to delay the ceremony just a little bit, and they go through the adventure, and then they go to Earth, and like, sorry, we got to go by Starfleet regulations. You know, I would have promoted you out in the Delta Quadrant, but we're here now, so we got to wait for the paperwork.
Battlefield Commission, but we're back home now. It's going to take 6 months to prove this.
Take off that rank before we get there. So.
Yeah.
So let me
all the Maquis and your stuff, and your stuff, Maquis.
Paris, here's your ankle monitor
right back to jail.
Observer.
It goes like beep 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 beep. Oh, we get back in range now. It turned back on after you've been wearing that for 7 years.
That's funny. So what about Lower Decks, since we just brought it up? How would we want... I know we probably still have a couple of years. That show could go for a while, but what would you want to see?
Which finale will they make fun of?
Oh, that's true. It depends on what year, because it's going to line up with a movie poster. But, oh yeah, you're right. They would make fun. Well, they'd start with the, upper shot of the poker table, like assembling a DS9 model or something, but
they haven't done Star Trek 6 yet.
Not yet. We haven't gotten to season 6 yet, so they haven't done a poster.
I could see like Rutherford being like, I bought a boat.
They already did rock climbing, didn't they? From Star Trek 5? Mm-hmm. Oh man, they've done so much. We're running out of material, guys. But no,
there's got to be new Lower Deckers. There's got to be like the brand new,
and they are kind of starting to get there, because now that they're all JG, like there are other ensigns. Like we had a bit of that, so like I don't feel like the end of Lower Decks is going to be, Mariner gets a captaincy or something silly like that. Like I could see him getting some sort of like fast track. I mean, they still got to bring back, Section 31 Boimler. Like that's still a plot line in the wind. But
I could see them, because I mean they do take some serious storylines. I could see Boimler finding a new path. Like he discovers he doesn't want to be captain. Like he wants to, I don't know, something else. Be a starbase administrator. I don't know, but like that he's not going to be consumed by in 3 more seasons. Like,
I feel like if they're gonna make fun of a finale, it's gonna be All Good Things. Probably, I could see them doing like time jump.
Future
stuff.
Boimler arrives.
Future Boimler shows up,
Admiral Boimler.
He's been a starbase administrator because he had to like stay out of history or something like that. Like he'd been, stuck in the past, future, something like that. I feel like that's what
he's got gray on his temples.
Yeah,
he's got a scar over his eye.
His vineyard. It's literally just the same opening shot as All Good Things.
I can see it's like Lieutenant Boimler, like Picard was in
Tapestry?
In a Tapestry, and it's like, because I stayed with my friends the whole time, I never got promoted. You need to get away from your friends.
Yeah. That'd be funny. Yeah, and Q, bring back Q. Q is involved. He's causing it because you can just bring John Delancey back to voice it. But you could, go back to season 1 of Lower Decks, which wasn't that different, but you still had the character. I'm trying to think of the other characters. They haven't really changed that much, but anyway, I think they would do a great All Good Things ripoff. But you're probably right. They'd probably pull other elements in as well, like fire caves and Borg, transwarp conduits.
Previously on Lower Decks, it's just stuff we've never seen before. It'll be like,
I was just watching this hologram about the founding of the Federation. Go get out of there! Just we don't need to.
Who would be? That would be the best one. Someone else is doing a holodeck program of Lower Decks.
Oh man! Well, they kind of almost did
would
that
it be
with
TNG?
That short trek.
I was going to say, just like the short trek, where it could just be like
where they're like keep turning off the holodeck. Yeah, but I know what you mean. Yeah, someone else's.
What about Captain Freeman? Either gets promoted to admiral, or she gets a better command.
I think so. I mean, she's kind of set up at this point. Yeah,
take the helm, the actual ship. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, I mean, even with their experience, I just cannot buy any of them being placed in the captain's chair. That's too far of a jump.
Are we going to get the "You Are Cordially Invited" episode with Shax and the Doctor?
I thought you were just saying,
yeah,
that'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun.
But nobody gets invited because it's cordially invited.
I know, let's come back and like, you guys are married? How come you didn't invite us? Well,
they do it during the in between the season break. Like, it just happens off screen.
Shax was like, "Well, I invited all my DS9 crewmates."
No. Well, we don't reveal it until DS9 crewmates. But we don't reveal it until like the third episode. But they've been drawn with like rings on the entire time. Like the first two episodes, we just didn't notice. Of course, we would have noticed, but and then. Yeah, I don't know what they would do. I mean, I feel like, or honestly, if you're going to pull Mariner off a ship, I could see her going back to the academy to teach. Like, she's teaching as a JG. Like, she never got a high rank, but she has so much experience that she's actually, a good teacher or something like that. Who knows?
Yeah, because I mean, and I don't know how many seasons they got. I mean, they don't know. Mike doesn't know. But I don't know how many seasons they even want. I mean, maybe the answer is as many as they can get. 7 is no longer a magic number. So,
how is Prodigy going to end?
How would we want to already, kind of, but
but not really. And there's plenty of stuff that has unresolved so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we still have the Chakotay mystery.
Yep.
So presumably,
find out what's going on there.
Presumably. I mean, because like we can make fun of, but like they do answer questions in Prodigy, except for that one. So it's like presumably they'll answer that by the end of season 2. So
yeah,
and of course, but Gwen has gone off.
Yeah, right. So but I guess what they get, because they did already get to the Federation or whatever, but like where is their end goal? That was sort of what they set up, but obviously
the finale is called End Goal instead of
just changed differently enough,
just a little bit.
Well, I mean, and I think the weird thing about Prodigy, many weird things, unfortunately, is that it's only the second season, and so. I mean, you watch any first season of a Trek series and be like, how does this finale end? We don't know. So, I mean, knock on wood, this thing's going to last a while. I mean, at least 5. I mean, at least 5. Oh my God. At least 5. Don't give me I have to struggle for a third one. You know
it's going to Netflix, right? This series that's a service that is famous for canceling shows. So, just saying.
Yeah. I mean, on the other hand, more exposure than Paramount Plus.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it can't be that much expensive of a I mean, in the grand scheme of the show.
I mean, how many times is Murph going to evolve in the series? What's he going to look like?
Daniel, how many Pokemon evolutions are there typically?
Is he going to be? Is he going to be able to talk by the end? Like, I don't know if he can sell as many plushies.
I think he needs to go back to the cute mode. I'm sorry, but the evolution was a mistake. We shouldn't have done that.
So is that how we can judge the evolution of Murph? Is like, okay, that's how many seasons we got,
Yep.
Then yeah. Who knows?
All right. Well, any final thoughts about what you want from either Discovery finale or just a Star Trek finale in general, Daniel?
Yeah, it's couple of series so far have done it better than others. Obviously, it's hard to top the TNG ending, but that doesn't work for the other shows, right? Because that sort of go on to forever adventures in our mind. Like that was perfect. And then Deep Space Nine really, did some fun stuff with their stuff too, but told a very close-ended story, So it really just depends on, I think the series have to play to their strength, right? Like, so I just want, I guess I don't know specifically what I want for like the specific shows that are ending now, but I just hope that they can give a satisfying conclusion.
What about you, Darren?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say just with not watching season 4 what to expect in season 5.
I mean, I don't say that in a it sucked way. I'm saying that as far as like, what character growth am I telling you about? Like, yeah, it's
right.
Yeah.
I vote for the Star Trek 6 sail off into the sunset, and they're just having more adventures that we just don't hear about because we're closing the book on this story. I think that's the best. I don't, especially with Discovery, because they resolve all their major issues every single season. So there's no Voyager ending. I guess you could do the disperse, everybody goes their own way, but we'll see. I don't envy the writers.
Well, I don't envy the ones who had like a 2 weeks notice to write the finale as a series finale instead of a season finale. I mean, that may not have happened, but it seems like that's what happened. It would be interesting because look, this is, I think, something we can all agree about Discovery. It certainly ushered in 21st century Trek, post movies. And so I'm not saying to give anything away from the Discovery crew, but it'd be interesting to have that last episode kind of celebrate. So it's like, oh, there's a model of the Cerritos. There's a model of like the Titan A or Enterprise G. All right, I said it. Right, Kathy. And then like just like something that's like, yeah, this is the series that or the Enterprise, or something like Captain Pike bust or something. Like this is the series that made them all possible. So that'd be like a little something. Doesn't have to make a meal out of it.
They can go through the hall of references just like they did in Picard.
Yes. Oh boy. All right. Well, if until next week and for the rest of 2024, I'm Philip Gilfus.
I'm Daniel Prue.
And I'm Darren Moser.
Stranded here on City Alpha 3.